Please like, comment, share and subscribe. Don't forget to press the bell icon.
Maurya Dynasty Series Part 2 Bindusara. Bindusara 298 BC to 273 BC. He was son and successor of Chandragupta Maurya. Bindusara had other names Simhasena and Amitraghata, which means slayer of enemies.
He inherited a very big empire from his father. His empire extended from eastern India to Balochistan and covered almost whole India except southern India and Kalinga, which is present-day Odisha.
During his reign, he conquered southern Karnataka and maintained friendship with the Chola, Chera and Satyaputra kingdoms. The three southern dynasties accepted the suzerainty of Mauryans.
Bindusara had 16 wives, of whom the chief queen
Charumati
was the mother of his elder son
Sushim
and she was from a royal family, while
Subhadrangi
his lower wife, who cared for other wives of Bindusara, was a Brahmin girl and practiced Ajivika tradition. She gave birth to
Ashoka
and
Vitashoka.
Bindusara had at least 101 sons and many daughters.
Sushim
Was his favorite son, and the sons of
Subhadrangi.
were never pampered by their father.
Chanakya continued as chief minister of Mauryan court on the request of retiring king Chandragupta Maurya. Emperor Bindusara respected and obeyed him as he was elderly and experienced man. Chanakya decided to retire as he was getting very old and suggested Bindusara to appoint Subandhu as prime minister in his place. However, court's decision was influenced by Chanakya himself.
Subandhu couldn't tolerate Chanakya's interference and decided to distance him from the ruler. One day, Subandhu went to Bindusara and told him that Chanakya had killed his mother. Bindusara was shocked and started treating Chanakya with hatred and disrespect. This pained Chanakya to no end and he left the palace and decided to fast unto death.
Bindusara came to know the real fact of his mother's death by the maid who was present at that time and felt ashamed for his treatment towards Chanakya and ordered Subandhu to bring back Chanakya or else he would be hanged. Chanakya rejected Subandhu's invite and donated all his fortunes and started fasting till death.
Subandhu, afraid of the punishment, took sannyasa, became a monk, never returned to Pataliputra. According to another theory, Subandhu set the dung heap on fire that burnt alive Chanakya, who was sitting on it.
Secret of Bindusara's birth. Chanakya used to mix a bit of poison with the food given to Chandragupta every day to make his body to resist any poison attack on him. Chandragupta unknowingly shared his food with his pregnant queen Durdhara when she came to visit him. She was due to deliver a baby in 7 days. After a bite of food, she collapsed and at the same time, Chanakya entered the room.
Chanakya, to save the unborn child, cut the queen's head and cut open her belly with a sword to take out the fetus. The king was in shock and Chanakya explained him later that the fetus to be kept in the goat's belly as its flesh remained fresh for a day. Over the next 7 days, he placed the fetus in the belly of a goat freshly killed each day. After 7 days, Chandragupta's son was born. He was named Bindusara because his body was spotted with the drops of goat's blood.
Revolt at Takshila.
Some years after the death of Chanakya, revolt broke out at Takshila. Bindusara sent his son Ashoka, who was the governor of Malwa region residing at Ujjain, to suppress the rebellion at Takshila. Ashoka reached the place and found out that people were upset with the administration of Viceroy Pushyagupta and his ministers. The Viceroy of Takshila was removed and the people were convinced for the better administration in future by the prince. The revolt was suppressed.
Bindusara was a good friend of kings of Syria and Egypt. Both had sent ambassadors to the Mauryan court. Syria's ruler and the successor of Seleucus, Antiochus, had sent an ambassador named Diomachus to the court of Bindusara. On request from the Indian emperor, he had sent grapevine and dry figs with the ambassador. Greek records mention Bindusara as Alitrochaedas and Amitrochaetas.
During his last year, Takshila faced another rebellion, and this time Bindusara sent his eldest son Sushim to suppress the revolt. Some days after the departure of Sushim to Takshila, Bindusara fell ill and was bedridden. He nominated his eldest son Sushim as his successor in front of his 500 officials and the two prime ministers. Knowing the illness of his father, Ashoka rushed to the capital from Ujjain, and before reaching Pataliputra, he heard the news of Bindusara's death. Immediately, he captured the throne by killing his stepbrothers.
Bindusara had appointed Kallatak as new prime minister in place of Subandhu. Radhagupta was appointed as additional minister in the later years. Bindusara had nearly 500 officials in his court. Bindusara, initially a devotee of Shiva, and became an Ajivik believer by the influence of his wife Subhadrangi, whom he called as Devi Dharma. The Ajivikas were atheists as they rejected the authority of Vedas. They did not believe in the concept of karma. They believed that every living being is Paramatma. The history of Chandragupta Maurya and Bindusara are covered. Samrat Ashoka and the later Mauryan rulers will be explained in the next videos of Maurya Dynasty series. Hope you like this video. Like, share, comment and subscribe the channel. Subscribe to the Bharatvansh channel and watch videos on history and genealogy of Indian dynasties. Thank you.